Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Cosmo Muse Tarot and this Wednesday reading of your next glow up. These glow up readings that I do are always intended to be something that's right on the horizon. So something, feeling this glow up that comes through for you sometime within the next week from seeing the reading. Okay, so that being said, let's pick 3 piles to choose from, and you are welcome to choose more than one pile if you feel like you are coming into extra glow. If you're not feeling glowy and don't sense a glow up is coming, you could just come back like in a week and see if it feels right then. Okay, so let's get 3 cards, and this one is going to be inspired by the goddess energy, specifically from the Goddess Power Oracle. So we've got Sophia with Divine Wisdom, Ostra with New Beginnings, and Parvati with Devotion. Beautiful. Those are all such lovely, all the goddesses are lovely, right? Okay, I'm going to put some stones on these just to give a little extra emphasis. So we've got clear quartz with Sophia, carnelian with Ostra, and sunstone with Parvati. Okay, so feel into these 3 piles, the 3 goddesses. You could even tune into the stones or the numbers, so pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, whatever connects with you. And when you are ready, the timestamps for the piles are in the descriptions, and I will see you guys in your readings. Hello, pile 1. You guys picked the pile with Sophia Divine Wisdom, as well as with this clear crystal quartz. So I'll just put that to the side here. And for Sophia, which is really going to contain the main theme of what this glow up is for you, I'm going to read directly from the book, the main sort of empowerment message. So Sophia, Divine Wisdom. Human wisdom comes from personal experience, but divine wisdom is unknown to our life experience. When we ask for help, we are asking for guidance from a source greater than us, a great unknowable mystery. When we receive it, it is often life-altering and affects us in ways beyond our comprehension. The Gnostic goddess Sophia, who brought the material world into being, arrives to show you how fate and destiny operate in relationship to synchronicity. When you least expect it, opportunities and meetings spring up if out of nowhere. Your life begins to work out, and you sense your alignment with a higher purpose and power. Trust you are divinely protected and directed. Practice the act of faith before results. This is an essential key in co-creating your world. Beautiful. So something coming through with this, the glow up for you is about like trusting in the universe and really kind of like divinely orchestrated things starting to happen. Things that are trying to, from a realm beyond you that are trying to help. This feels like your spirit guides, whatever you believe in, ancestors, sort of behind the scenes, working really hard for you to align you with like very specific opportunities and openings, and all they ask of you in return is to trust, to believe in divine intervention, in higher powers, in things working out for you, and for being shown the way. If you have any confusion about certain aspects or areas of life, like maybe just like asking for assistance, asking for help, and then like really staying open. So this glow up is indicating a new level of trust coming in, and that allowing kind of like your spirit team to make things happen for you. Yeah, so all right, let's add on to this. We're going to get a Wild Unknown Archetype card to get a little more context here. I felt like this bridge card is the one that really kind of I saw first, at least. So the bridge, this does feel like aligning you, like there's something you've wanted to make a connection to. So let's just say this is in the realm of career. That's an easy one to give an example of, and it could be in any area of life. This could be relationship, it could be home and family, it could be whatever it is. But for ease, let's say this is something to do with career. Say you're a little lost in career and nothing's really lighting you up. You sort of want a new direction, a new job, but you don't know what. You just sort of know like what you're doing isn't really feeling, you're like not engaged in it anymore. And kind of like in the back of your mind, there's this little wriggling of like, it would be so cool if so let's get very specific here to help concretize this example. Let's say you are an engineer and you are working on for the Defense Department, and suddenly you're kind of seeing in your face all these wars that are happening on social media and feeling like I can't be part of this. I love engineering, but like I can't be part of contributing to an industry where I'm seeing such heinous results. I really, I wish I had given more attention to something that was helpful to humanity, like prosthetics or something like that. And just like this little thing in the back of your mind, like that would have been cool if I could have gone down that path, but that's not really open to me. It's not my expertise. I wouldn't even know where to begin. But somehow something happens where like you just start to trust, like, I feel more serious. I want to change. I would love a bridge to something else. And then just trusting the universe to help and to tap into the openness you have. And suddenly maybe it's prosthetics or maybe it's something slightly different, but like in a realm that's more about like helping people. And some connection comes to you. You meet someone randomly and they're like, oh, I do this. And you tell them what you do and you don't want to do it anymore. And they're like, wow, actually your expertise would really benefit this industry, or there's a job that actually would use your expertise very, in a really deep, interesting way. Like maybe I can just set up a meeting and you can chat with the person over this department, or come chat with me more deeply. And like suddenly this bridge out of nowhere comes that helps you to move to something that feels so much more aligned to who you are and what you want to do with your skills in terms of career, right? So you could apply that kind of an example to any aspect of life, of just using career as one potential. Okay, let's get a few tarot cards to just sort of end this, get a little more information about maybe how this bridge will come about. What are some things you can stay aware of and open to? Actually, I want to maybe do 2 cards around some advice about how to become more trusting and have more faith in the universe, and then 2 cards around what to watch for that may indicate you're coming into this bridge element, this thing that can help bridge something for you. Okay, we've got Queen of Pentacles and this flipped over, and the Hermit. So these two cards having to do with some advice around how to open up to more trust in the universe to really help you to make some kind of, it doesn't even necessarily have to be a change, but just some trust that the universe can help you to make some connection, bridge something in your life. And this is saying, like with the Hermit, it's like really time to trust that instinct that's coming through, like listen to that inner niggling. There's some kind of instinct you're having that you should just really trust and open to. And then also trust that the universe wants you to get your way. That whatever you desire, believe that you can have your way, that you can get what you desire, that you deserve what you desire. So these two things will help you to really open up to Spirit's help, to your spirit team's kind of work behind the scenes and making things happen. Okay, and then a couple of things to know about this bridge. How are you coming into it? What should you be looking out for? Three of Cups community. Especially, interestingly, community you're already very familiar with, that you're comfortable with. Someone you know, like on a soul level, could be the element that opens a bridge or an opportunity for you or to you. It doesn't even have to be that like they're giving you the opportunity, maybe just by communicating something that your instinct is telling you right now that feels far-fetched, just being open about it and sharing it with people that you love and trust. Someone may have a connection that you were completely unaware of that they had connection to, right? And they're able to open that, you know, help you to reach the thing that helps bridge. And then Two of Swords. This is trusting your intuition over logic. This is like quieting your mind to reach something deeper within, something more spiritual within. Your intuition may guide you to something as well. Like trust your intuition when you are communicating with people about something, some instinct that's coming through that you would love a bridge to. Trust your intuition when you feel, even if logically it doesn't make sense that you would bring this up at this time, or do something at some moment, go somewhere, do something, talk to somebody. Even if your mind's like, why would I do that? That doesn't make sense. That wouldn't be helpful. Trust your intuition. It's also very plugged into this co-creative energy that's coming in for you at this glow up. So trust yourself, be more open, listen to some kind of instinct you're feeling, and believe that you can get what you want. But yeah, put sort of a wish out there to be connected to something you're desiring for sure, or having some kind of niggling about. Your glow up is helping to create the bridge, and things are going to conspire to help that happen too. Beautiful. All right. I hope this resonated. Good luck with this beautiful glow up. And if this did connect for you, I always appreciate support, likes, shares, subscribes. Always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments as well. But just thank you in general for being here. And yeah, good luck with this. And I will see you in future readings. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your glow up. You guys picked Ostra as your goddess with new beginnings, as well as the carnelian stone. Okay, so Ostra will kind of hold the theme of what this glow up is about for you. And I'm going to read directly from the guidebook for this card, specifically from its empowerment message. Okay, so Ostra, new beginnings. Hope and new life are blossoming everywhere in your life right now, and this is something to celebrate. The Germanic goddess Ostra sings to you and assures you that your intentions have lain dormant long enough. When she appears, bearing the fertile power behind the coming of the spring, you may feel a surge of energy to implement your new ideas. You feel strong and capable of accomplishing so much at this time as a sense of newness permeates your life. Fresh opportunities come out of nowhere and seemingly drop onto your lap. You feel a readiness as you are truly poised for success in whatever interests you. Allow for new experiences to be what they are. By adopting beginner's mind, you remain open to what life has to offer you, and you will be so glad you did. Enjoy this wonderful time of new beginnings and welcome the gifts of the goddess Ostra has in store just for you. Beautiful. So I love this. This glow up is you just like allowing opening in life, allowing some clear slates to be present, allowing yourself to look at life in new ways, feel life in new ways, be curious about life, and that kind of like openness that you're coming into with this glow up is allowing life to present you with things you maybe wouldn't have thought of on your own, and that are like uniquely presented for you, that are uniquely matching of where your energy is now and where you're hoping for it to go, and just kind of like helping even further pull you out of your shell into this belief in possibility, belief in fresh engagement in life, fresh potentiality of new things just being able to happen in your life. Even if you don't have anything specific in mind, just kind of wanting that sense of something fresh, right? And just being open to it. I think that's all Spirit is asking of you, is to be open, and it will meet you there in that openness with potentials, with beautiful, amazing openings. And so, yeah, this glow up is about you coming into this kind of beginner's mind, this sense of like, life is always changing, and I suddenly feel that in a profound way, and I'm like really open to something feels like it's about to change. So that glow up is just you believing in opening, you believing in something fresh, kind of trying to come into your life, and being open to what that is, just being open, right? And yeah, really beautiful. So let's get an archetype card to match this, the Temple. This feels like part of what your glow up is in terms of your attitude, right? That you're coming into is not only coming into this sense of making space and openness in your life for something fresh to come in, but also a reverence, also this knowing that like if I honor this openness with a deep reverence, with a respect, something even more beautiful will present itself. So this dual energy of open-mindedness, making space in your room or making space in your life for new things, whatever they may be, and then carrying with you also this attitude of like, also I would like whatever new comes in to feel sacred to me, to feel beautiful and something that I would want to cherish and really be respectful of. And yeah, the universe matching that then by holding both of those attitudes of open to fresh things, whatever they may be, and cultivating an attitude of respect and reverence. Yeah, that's your glow up, and the universe will match that with really special things presented to you. Super cool. Okay, let's get some tarot cards. Let's see, in pile 1, I got really specific about asking some questions. Because of the open energy here, I don't want to get specific. I just want to see what tarot wants to bring forward. What else should we know about this glow up? Four of Wands, something to celebrate. So that's always beautiful news. Whatever comes in for you will have a feeling of it should be celebrated. We'll have a feeling of like, you know, when I think of really specific celebration too, things to celebrate, they usually indicate thresholds or mile markers or turning points in life or rites of passage, like really special things, right? So whatever new thing comes in, it might feel like it resonated when I said rite of passage. Like a rite of passage is what feels like is coming through here and should be celebrated. Ooh, this one wants to come out. So 3 of Swords. This will also help you, whatever this new and very sacred, beautiful thing comes in, is going to help you mend some overthinking of some disappointment in life. 3 of Swords has a lot to do with, like, our heart is actually very resilient. Our heart actually heals quite well to like disappointments or heartbreaks. I tend to broaden the interpretation of 3 of Swords. A lot of times it's associated with like heartbreak, like more relationally. And I broaden that in terms of just like our heart can be disappointed in many contexts, right? It doesn't always have to be around a relationship. The point of this card to me is having this fear of opening our heart again and our mind taking over. And this is indicating that you're coming into a recognition that there was maybe something your heart has been disappointed about, or that was initially disappointed about. And so your mind created a barrier from you being able to really live through your heart around whatever this thing was. And this is healing, like that over intellectualizing or over protecting because of your mind's interference in your heart's matters is sort of like healing in this glow up, where you're able to reclaim opening your heart, reclaim that your heart is actually strong and ready to you know, take over where the mind got a little overemphasized in things. So yeah, heart opening again after maybe a period of your mind kind of overprotecting it and meddling too much in the affairs of your heart. But yeah, like opening again, heart opening again to something new around whatever it was disappointed in. Okay, and then we've got King of Cups. Yeah, I mean, this definitely confirms what I was feeling here about like your heart opening again. Not only is it opening again, which taps into that new, fresh ability to be a beginner, to allow something new come in, but also showing that like your heart is way more healed than you recognized and actually like really, really strong and in command right now. And once you start seeing it open and allowing it to be open, you're also going to see a very commanding and sensitive and nourished aspect of being able to be present in life and direct life. Yeah, really beautiful. Okay, let's get one more tarot card to end. Anything else about this glow up that should be known? Knight of Pentacles. This matches so beautifully with the Temple. What was felt there is like whatever new thing gets presented to you, by staying open to whatever, any kind of new openings in life. Whatever it is, you are going to, it is matched to the amount of reverence and kind of dedication and reverence and sacredness you are holding in your attitude about inviting new energy in. Whatever does present to you, whatever does come in, has matched that, in that you will be able to then direct that attitude into action and really wanting to commit yourself to this new thing, this new opening, this new potential, and really cultivate something and see it through its growth and really tend to its growth and really make something come alive here. Having the know-how, the motivation, the eagerness to just like really give respect and dedication to growing something. So whatever this openness that is coming in to something fresh, something new, and open-minded about that, open-hearted about what that is, the thing that does come is something you will be really excited to dedicate yourself to and kind of get your hands dirty with and be in for the long haul. So a big thing, something really cool, not just something like, oh, that was a cool thing that happened and we celebrated and it was here one day and it was just like a short-lived thing. No, this is something you're really going to dedicate yourself to. So very cool. And I don't know, it could be around so many different things. Because it's a group reading, I think that was left open in terms of what this is in relation to, in terms of like a category of life. For some it could be career, some it could be relationships, some it could be like new home conditions. For others it could be whatever, there's 100 things I could name. Those are just kind of like main, the biggies. It doesn't have to be one of those though. Okay, I hope this resonated. If so, I always appreciate support with likes, shares, and subscribes. Always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments as well. And I wish you a gorgeous, beautiful glow up and something fresh presenting itself to you. How cool. All right, I will see you guys in future readings. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your glow up reading. You guys picked the Parvati as well as Sunstone. And the keyword for your goddess is devotion. So I am going to read straight from the guidebook for this goddess, specifically the empowerment message, to get the main theme of what this glow up is about. Before even diving into that, I do have to say that like when I was preparing your pile and getting ready to press record, and just kind of looking on the screen that I use to make sure everything's framed, I felt this immediate like suck-in of energy and this thing of like, it's almost like this card was sucking me in to be like, take this seriously. This is serious. I don't know why that came through, and I'm sure that will mean something different to each of you as we get into the reading, but there was just this sense that came through me of like, take this seriously. Also, if you did feel a little bit called to pile 2 as well, you may want to check out that pile. I feel like what came through in that pile may be something that's like continued with this pile. This pile might give more context potentially around what came up in pile 2. But just for like some further foundational energy of this glow up, I do feel a connection to pile 2. But if you don't feel called to it, don't worry. Okay, so I'm going to read straight from the book about Parvati and devotion. True commitment comes from wholehearted living in body, mind, and spirit. When the Hindu goddess Parvati rises up to greet you, she is acknowledging you for your sincere devotion to personal growth. With the world in so much turmoil, it's not easy to devote yourself to higher knowledge and a strong faith. But if you are to serve others by being a bearer of love, compassion, and light, you must recommit yourself every day as unwavering in your devotion as Parvati was to Shiva and her goal of bringing peace to the world. Parvati asks that you find silence in daily meditation to contemplate your devotion as well as your commitment to all of life and to making this world a better place. The great goddess is present when you renew your devotion and make that relationship primary above all else. Then, in all areas of your life, your every choice will be in alignment and in service to this truth. When the goddess Parvati comes to visit, it is a beautiful sign that you are on the right track. Wow, so definitely this glow up coming to indicate that you are, I love that last sentence, you are on the right track. And this glow up is in direct relationship to that fact. And also to a sense that you have given an incredible amount of energy and focus and patience to personal growth. I'm just rereading a couple sentences. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I mean, this does have a lot to do, I feel, with like moving from this phase of really doing some deep interpersonal work and personal spiritual growth, and that having kind of reframed your perspectives and priorities in life. And you feeling this sense of wanting to dedicate your life and yourself and your energy to things that are more nourishing in general, that are more life enhancing in general, right? It doesn't have to be big worldly things. It can be, but in general, just like committing yourself to things that are more nourishing to you or to the world or to your community, to all of it, but it can be more personal too. Yeah, so I understand why that message came through of like, take this seriously, because it feels like with this glow up, the kinds of actions you'll feel inspired to take could really reorient what you're giving your time and attention to, and how that adds to nourishment, the nourishment of life. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just going in circles now and saying the same thing, so let's get some more cards and see what else comes out. Oops. The Castle. So this could be very personal in nature, more about like what nourishes kind of the foundations of your life, of your family, of your private life in general. The way, at least in the context of this reading, that's the way I'm reading The Castle. I know in the guidebook that's not necessarily what it would point towards, but it feels right in the context of where we're going and what this reading is about, is like what's really fortifying and nourishing the stability and security of your life. And how do you make that beautiful? How do you make that nourishing? How do you make that strong? How do you, and a lot of times I also feel like those inner, like castles or riads, they have a lot of these like inner courtyards, which to me metaphorically has a lot to do with like creating sacred container and space for your inner world to manifest external to you. But we have to create kind of inner territory, courtyards, right? Types of things. Bedrooms are the same thing. So there's something going on here too, where you're like, this glow up may be inspiring you to actually create a physical container for your inner world to express itself outwardly, to show what its essence is in your material 3D life. And that even further inspiring you, that giving you further motivation to devote to developing inner world, to developing foundations and home and kind of protection for those you love, right? I do feel that sense as it's coming out, that really resonates, of like creating some kind of container where you can express the deepest, most private inner realms of yourself into your 3D world. And that helping you to then further devote to inner development, to spiritual growth, to personal growth, to the beauty of the inner you, which always brings some manifestation of beauty external in your life as well. And that could then create some flourishing of like, when you think of a castle, there's something magnificent, right, in that. There's something powerful and magnificent there. So this is sort of like this encouragement that like as you feel more and more alive and glowy around that inner development of yourself, that glow may also help you to start to see how the external world is starting to respond to that in interesting ways, in very magnificent ways. Coming back to that statement where it was like, take this seriously, this brings to mind that this is like inner work and inner devotion that you have been engaged with for like years. This is like long, dedicated work. And something kind of clicking for you in this and starting to see something happening, results from this. And it's not like you've been result driven in this at all. It's been very personal work. But regardless, there are suddenly some results being felt and seen, and that's what this glow up is. And I do think with the castle showing up, there are going to be some external things responding and reorganizing around you to mirror to you the sacredness you've put into your inner self and growth. Life is responding to that in your 3D realm, in your exterior world, in a magnificent way, in a way that feels almost, like you think of a castle too, and it's like dreamlike, because that's not really, it's like, I know in history we have castles, and there's still castles you visit, and I'm sure there's still people that live in castles. I don't know, but like for me, I think of like fairy tales when I think of castles, because it just seems so, I don't know, not real life, I guess, but something like like that fairy tale magical, something's responding that way to some devotion to spiritual growth you've done. And that word magnificent just keeps popping up. Something magnificent is like manifesting to mirror this. And so this glow up is your energy becoming like this attractor now for things to start mirroring who you have become due to some really, really long, devoted inner spiritual work. And magnificent, I'm not feeling like suddenly you're gonna like win a lottery and then get a new car and a new house. It's not like that magnificent, like that's not the magnificence I'm tapping into. It's just like life, you're attracting things to you now that feel right, that feel beautiful, and they feel magnificent to you, not necessarily to like the status quo of magnificent, but something feels in your realm of imaginal and fairy tale. What would feel magnificent to you starts attracting into your life. Matching this spiritual growth and devotion to self-improvement. Okay, let's get some tarot cards around this. I kind of want to leave this open-ended, just see what the tarot brings forward. Pile 1, I had specific questions with the tarot, but yeah, pile 2 in this pile, it feels right to kind of leave it open. Okay, let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you about your glow up. 7 of Cups. Yeah, again, it's like wishing on a star here. And I know that's not always like the traditional interpretation of 7 of Cups, but I can't help but notice this image. Like maybe there's a lot of things attracting to you, but you know exactly the thing because of your devotion and inner work and devotion to spiritual growth and inner growth. It's like you know it when you see it, what you want when it presents itself to you. I think a lot of things are attracting into you, but you're very not coming from a frivolous place or a place of need or a place of scarcity. You're coming from a very deeply enriched place. And so you know right away the things attracting into you, what are right for you and what aren't. And it's like, if you have moments of knowing something you'd like it to attract into you, really specifically wish on the star. That attractor energy is really turned on with this glow up. So I have the feeling things will be just attracting into you, and it'll be up to you to just like really strongly stand in your resonance of what's right for you and what is just superficial and superfluous and not for you. But also if you feel something in your heart, make the wish too. Both ways, it's going both ways. 3 of Pentacles. People want to touch your magic too. For some of you, this could bring in some work-related activity as well. But yeah, the sense here is people really want to work with you. You have a great energy in this glow up, right? Okay, a couple more. Oops. Oh, interesting. 5 of Cups. Let's get the last one before I dive into the 5 of Cups. An Ace of Swords. Okay, I like that. That's a good match. I think it's possible with this 5 of Cups showing up that you've been a little bit lost in processing some things that are and aren't working for you. I feel the need to say resonance. You've been working really, like some of that devoted personal growth and spiritual work has been really working to help you see what is and isn't resonant in your life anymore. and finding the courage and conviction to let certain things go, let attachments go. And I think you've been processing that for a while. But this glow up is seeing you move past that. It's seeing you turn towards the things that are growing, that are still resonant or newly resonant, and being able to let go of processing certain grief and letting go of attachments. I think you've done a lot of work there, and that's part of what this devoted personal growth has been about, is like growing into the person you've become and letting go of the old you, of aspects of you that no longer were working, right? But this glow up is going to have you turning towards the things that stayed or the things that are newly growing and what is resonant now. And then we have the Ace of Swords, and it feels like all the right keys coming in, the right ideas, the right keys, the right connections, and that power of new, that power of looking forward in life, that power of moving forward, getting on with things, finding the right openings, the right thing, the right puzzle piece, the right focus, whatever it is that inspires you to look forward and to move forward in life. And life just starting to sparkle. It's like you've let go of a lot from the past. It's taken a lot of work. You've become kind of a new person with a lot of, personal growth you've tended to for a long time. And it's you've done the processing, you've held the grief, you've moved through the steps, you've given space for it, and it's like this glow up is like you're ready to move on, and life will start to organize around you in all sorts of new, fresh, beautiful, lively, exciting, magnificent ways is what it feels like. Yeah, so no joke. That's why that message came through. Take this seriously. This is a glow up that's not just, I don't know, it says more long due, long in the works and due than is typical. All right, wow. So really enjoy this glow up, really enjoy kind of feeling like life moving again, moving forward in ways where big changes and shifts and grief maybe took place, and a lot of spiritual growth came in, and yeah, it's time things are about to move in that area, whatever that means to you, which I think it would probably be different areas of life for everyone, since it's a group reading. So for some it could be relationally, for others career, for others home, for others friendship, for others who knows what, income, having a vision, having a project, whatever it is to you, wherever you felt like you've been through a lot of spiritual growth and development and letting things go and grieving and processing and just doing a lot of inner work on something. Yeah, you're ready to glow up on this and move forward and have beautiful new movement and magic happen. Okay, done. I promise. I think I repeated myself at the end a couple times, but it's big. Okay, so if this resonated, I always appreciate support with likes, shares, and subscribes. Always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments as well, but thank you for being here. That in itself is very supportive, and thank you for letting me read for you, and enjoy this glow up. I hope to see you in future readings.